All right, birthday Howard, birthday Howard Shy, birthday Howard, birthday Howard Shy, Kyle Law, birthday Howard Shy, birthday Howard Kakadash, double honey to the elder apostle, great millstone, we will. His salutations I can put to the truth across the four corners of the earth to the fear and power of Yahweh by sound shout out the hope will let, and who the world initially called God named Yahweh. Like who the world initially called God named Yahweh, and who the world initially called Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai. Alright? And with the Hebrew Israelite that consists of the so-called Negro, alright, the so-called Latino, and the so-called Native American Indian, and those whose line descendants go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel due to the scattering among the nation, alright, all throughout the world. It's Maharia call from the Great Millstone Alexander camp of the Inland Empire region. I wanted to do a video on this about the media, alright, MSN, mainstream media, calling formerly known as Kanye West, anti-Semitic. And he's saying that he can't be anti-Semitic because he is a Jew also. He's Semitic as well. And he's right, alright? The so-called Negro, Latino, Native American are Semitic, alright? So therefore we can't be anti-Semitic, alright? Which means if say anything negative about the small hatters, okay? For the sake of YouTube bot and algorithm, we're gonna say identify the JEWISH. Alright, you can put those letters together, form a word, and pronounce it, then those are the small hatters, alright, so what they have on the top of their head, okay, that they are, want to label people anytime somebody says something negative against them, alright, but we're also Semitic as well, alright. Now, you look at this word, Semitic, right? Look at this word, Semitic. Alright, it's the relating to or denoting a family of languages that include Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic, and certain ancient language such as the Phoenician and the Akkadian, constituting the main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic family. Number 2, relating to the people who speak Semitic languages, especially Hebrew and Arabic. Alright? So that's the definition of Semitic. Alright? You say anything negative, especially the small hatters that call themselves JEWISH, then I'll make another video regarding that, how and why they call themselves that, small hatter. Okay? But essentially, we are all Semitic, even the small hatters, alright, which are so-called white people, but a subgroup or a tribe of Esau Edom, okay? Plenty of book out there, plenty of video that we had done, starting with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down, explaining that, okay? And before I get the scripture, I'm going to show you, alright, it's this picture, the table of nations, okay? Today, 195 nations all go back to the original 18 nation mentioned in Genesis 10. Now, you see Shem at the top, Israel, that's us. All right, the 12 tribes, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, we fall under Shem, okay? Then the Caucasian, AD, or Edom, all right, Edomite. And then so on forth for India, the East Indian, all right, the Syrians, Syria, Arab, it's Chinese, and it's Japanese, which are so-called. That's their name of today and not their biblical name, as you can see on the right side. Those are all under the classification of Shem. Okay? Now we go to the scriptures. Genesis 10 and 1. Now these are the generations of the son of Noah. Alright? It was after the flood. Only 8 those survived, including Noah and his 3 sons and their wives. It said, now these are the generations of the son of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. See that? Now it's first to start with Japheth because he's the oldest. And then Ham is actually the youngest. Now you get to verse 21. Unto Shem also, the father of all children of Eber, the brother of Japheth the elder, even to him were children born. Okay? The children of Shem, Elam, and Ashur, and Raphat, and Lud, and Aram. Alright? And I did a video last week explaining how, because you had IUIT saying that they're not Hebrew Israel, they just Israelite. Well, Hebrew is from the past, all right? It comes from Eber, because we come from Eber, all right? With Eber, the descendant of Shem. So not only that we're Hebrew Israelite, we're also of the subgroup of Shem, all right? Or Shemitic, all right? Not Semitic. That's like the Edomite way of saying Shemitic. They say Semitic, all right? So we fall under this because after Eber was what? Peleg, and then so on, all the way down to Abraham, and then the chosen started, all right, with Isaac, Jacob, and then the 12 tribes, all right? So we fall under the subgroup of Shem, all right, because you have Shemitic, Hamite, and Japhite, all right? But we're focusing on the Shemitic part today in this video. Now, I got another picture, where's that at? Now, in the Donovan Donovan Compact Bible Dictionary, this is definition for Ham, because people are going to say we're African, the so-called Negro or African and stuff like that. No, we came from Africa, all right, because we have fled from the Roman persecution in 70 A.D., all right? So we had to flee out of Israel, all right, which is where we're from, and we fled all throughout Africa, all throughout Europe, and other places. So it's still Ham, because Ham is one of the sons. The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood, right? Because the scriptures say 8 living souls, all right? That's that in the various chapters, previous chapters. All right, 1 Peter 3:20. which sometimes were disobedient when once the long suffering of the Yahweh waited in the day of Noah, while the ark was preparing, wherein few, that is, 8 souls were saved by water. Okay? So only 8 were saved. I just brought that out as a precept to cover that point, because the scriptures say prove all things. Now, where we at? A person that lived through the flood, he became the progenitor of the dark races. Now, you look at the word progenitor, right? That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's not working out. I mean, progenitor, a person or thing from which a person, animal, or plant is descended or originate, an ancestor or parent. All right. So he's the originator. All right, the forefather. Okay, the progenitor of the dark races. All right. Now you got many dark races on the earth. All right. Be at the table of nations, you have multiple dark races, dark-skinned people. Okay. Instead, he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro, and that's us, which means we're not a Ham, we're a Shem. So it is further proof that we're actually from the descendant of Shem. Okay, and this is why I'm bringing it out. Therefore, we can't be anti-Semitic. But the Egyptian, Ethiopian, Libyan, and Canaanite. All right, and we just came from that. Genesis back to Genesis 10. All right, when you go to Ham, verse 6, and the son, Genesis 10 and 6, and the son of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, Mizraim, and Put, and Canaan. All right, then it goes on the different offspring of those 4 sons of Ham. Okay, which was listed here. All right, which we go to the table of nations. Got Cush, which we just covered. All right, there's different ways to spell Cush, but Ethiopian are essentially Cush, right? Ethiopia. And then what did it say? It said the Egyptian. That's right here. All right, let's go back to Mizraim. Libyan. It's not on here. But they're still descendant of Ham. All right, nevertheless. And Canaanite. All right, now you go here. Canaan. All right, South African. All right, also Put. All right, they didn't put it here, but they're all, I think they're all descendant of Ham. Okay, and we're not a part of that subgroup. All right, we're a part of Shem. All right, and these are scholars, biblical scholars that put this together. All right, because they know who the Negro are descendant of. They know that the Negro or descendant, the so-called Negro, are descendant of Shem. And along with that, you also have the so-called Latino and the so-called Native Americans. All right, we're all part of the 12 tribe of Israel. All right, which I got this picture right here. That's not it. Here it is. 12 tribe of Israel. All right. The so-called West Indian, the so-called Puerto Rican, the so-called Cuban, the so-called Colombians, the Uruguayan, the so-called Haitian, the so-called Argentinians, the Chileans, the so-called Mexican, the so-called Negro, the still called Guatemalan, to the Panamanian, and it's still called Seminole Indian, and it's still called Native American, and it's still called Dominican. All right, which make up the 12 tribe of Israel, and we're all come from Shem. All right, and we're the Hebrew Israelite. Okay. Uh, so yeah, I just wanted to bring that out, showing you that we can't be anti-Semitic because we're a descendant of Shem. Okay, but it's Esau for you. What is it? Oh shoot. Revelation 12 and 10, I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now it comes salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power Yahweh and the power of his Mashiach, which is Yahweh Shai, the son of Yahweh. The accuser of our brethren is cast down, and that's the so-called white people. And along with that is the small hatter, okay? With accusing before our power day and night, okay? That's the scripture I wanted with Amalek. The small hatter, they're actually descendant of Amalek. All right. Well, some of them are, okay, but majority of them are Amalek. All right, the small hatter, and there's plenty of books out there like the 13th tribe. You got other various books. You got a book, Who is Esau Edom. So yeah, it's Exodus 17 and 15 where he said because the Lord Yahweh tribe has sworn that the Lord Yahweh tribe will have war with Amalek from generation to generation, and that's what's going on. All right, they're demonizing us. They took our heritage and everything, and they say that they're now they have the world to believe that they're the only one that are Semitic. There's more uh, so-called ethnicity groups that belong to the subgroup of Shem or Semitic. All right, and you can see it clearly right here on the screen. Okay, instead will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Okay, so it's been an ongoing theme from generation to generation. The battle war, and part of that war now is what information. All right, and now they have the world to believe that we are African, and we're not. But meanwhile, they have scholars of that come out of the small hatter that say that they're not the real chosen people. All right, they're not. They're imposters. Okay, I'm gonna say that scripture for another video. But it's Jeremiah 17. I start at 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemy in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. All right, and part of that, discontinue from our our heritage, us getting kicked out of the land, all right, through captivity and persecution, that's losing our identity, all right, our culture, our heritage, to where now our identity has been stolen. And these small hatters are saying that they're the God people and that they're the traumatic people, but they're not the only one. And I just proved that. All right, we got the Table of Nations, use the Bible dictionary, and looking up words show you that we are a descendant of Shem. Okay, so I didn't want to make this video too long. Just wanted to drop you these information with the scripture showing that we are actually for the line of, of Shem, along with us being Hebrew Israelite, and that we therefore can't be anti-Semitic. All right. So hopefully that was edifying to the fear and power of Yahweh Shai, Tawada Yahweh, Tawada Yahweh Shai, Shalom.